Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something private and personal, the things I regret moving abroad. I'm not trying to discourage anyone from moving abroad. This is just my own preference, and these are the things that I feel like I should have actually done research on. I've had a lot of beautiful moments abroad, but it is a big decision that I really think that a lot of people need to think about carefully before making that move. These are things that I wish I did or would have done differently. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things, okay? Some of which might surprise you, okay? I know there are a lot of you guys that are planning to move abroad. Some of you have already moved, but I feel like with these things I'm going to be sharing with you, to just make you learn from my own experience.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning.
I think for me, the first regret is not preparing myself emotionally. Trust me, leaving your family, leaving your friends, and coming to a new country where you know no one, you have nobody, it's just you and the new friends they're gonna make. It's a big decision that I feel like I was just focused on, oh, I need to get admission, oh, I need to process my visa, oh, I need to do that. I was just focused on just the logical parts of moving abroad, that I actually did not prepare my heart and myself for the emotional thing that comes with staying away from your loved ones. I have been away for such a long time, and I feel like one of the things that really helped me in this area is try my best to reach out to my family, calling them. But I just feel like no matter how much I call my family or reach out to my friends, there's still going to be that gap. There's a difference reaching out to people on calls and actually physically seeing them and communicating with them. I wish I actually prepared myself for this. I wish I was prepared on what it is to actually be far away from your country and far away to a different land entirely. I did not prepare myself of how much I'll miss the little things. I'm talking about family gathering. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about so many things, guys. So many things that I just used to be like, there's no big deal. And I'm telling you, there is a huge big deal coming from me. So I wish I was really prepared about this when I was making the move. I wish I had built that emotional resilience, because I just feel like if you are not strong, you will not be able to live abroad. I've heard about a lot of people who leave their country, move to a new country, and they could not stay because they were missing home, missing their family members, and sometimes even the weather. There are some people who get so depressed because they are far away from home. There are some people who even commit suicide. Trust me, some people get so depressed and commit suicide because they are far away from home. A lot of them, maybe even when they are going through these emotional times, they don't have that strength to go back home. Because trust me, if it comes to the point where I'm going through so much depression, I'll definitely go home. But for me, I'm just like, I'm a big girl, so yeah. The second regret for me was not knowing the language. I know that a lot of people know how to speak their own languages, but for me, I don't even know how to speak my own language, and I'm not even ashamed about that. But I wished that at least I learned Chinese language before I made the move to come to China. I know that a part of you will be feeling, how difficult can it be? Trust me, it is very difficult. Very difficult learning a language, a brand new language. You're going to learn the characters, you're going to learn how to speak, you're going to learn how to understand. So I feel like that is more regret for me that I did not do. I did not learn the language. This would make you feel so isolated because you don't know how to communicate with the people. You don't even understand when they come to you and they're speaking to you. You're just looking, and this is very difficult for even making friends. It's only very few Chinese people who probably don't even know how to speak English language that can still be your friends, and most of them don't even stay for a long time. Trust me, you have to be the one to keep reaching out because I mean, the language barrier, this is so sad. If you don't know how to speak Chinese language, there's always going to be that language barrier. If you're planning to move to China, I feel like you should start learning the language. Even if you can actually learn it online, this will really, really help you. At least you will just know the basic. You even know how to greet, just know like HSK1. This will help. I wish I knew Chinese language before I moved to China. I wish I just learned something. I mean, I wouldn't feel like a novice. I know that now I'm like, I know Chinese, but I just feel like if I had learned some Chinese language before I moved to China, it would have really, really helped my learning process to be fast. I would have probably been more confident in myself to even learn the language. But I didn't do this. So this is like another regret that I have before I moved here. The third regret I have is not networking like early enough. I mean, there's just that part of you when you come to this new environment, you would just be trying to understand the environment, understand the people. You don't want to like make a mistake and have to mix up with the wrong community. I understand this, but I really wish that, I still like networking quickly. Someone like me, when I move to a place, I like to take my time, watch everyone, watch the environment. It's just my nature. But I really wished that somehow when I arrived, I actually networked fast, because somehow, even though maybe you meet some people, they are not your kind of people, it's fine, but it would have helped me to understand, helped my learning process of humans and helped me to understand internationals. Because when I came newly, before we knew what was happening, there was already the COVID and we were all isolated. So it took a long time before we could get into like a normal life or normal going to class and everything. So it was not like easy for me to start networking with people. But imagine that when I came newly, I was networking with everyone. I always had to work with just one or two persons, which was actually cool because they were cool people and up to now they're still my friends. But I mean, imagine if I was networking a lot and then the COVID happened, a lot of people went back home and I didn't even have a chance to like get to know them. I didn't even have a chance to like get their contacts or anything like that. And it's just make you understand people and understand that every country is actually different. Now my mind is just like open now. I'm just like expectant of anything because I realized that everybody is actually unique and different and I don't really expect anything from anyone. But I just wish that, when I came, I networked really fast, especially with the Chinese people because I feel like the Chinese people are really, really cool people. They're very reserved, and because they're very reserved, you find yourself just, oh, okay, maybe stay away. But to be honest, I mean, now that I realize that, oh, they're just reserved, but they're actually cool people, I just really can't talk to anyone because I just know Chinese people somehow. So I feel like if I had come earlier, I would have networked with a lot of people and maybe I'd have made a lot of friends because all the people that were my friends, they were the people who came to me. I didn't go to them. And this is really, really bad. I want to start learning how to reach out to people. I want to start learning how to like get to know people. I want to start learning how to love people and love their culture. So I feel like this is one of the regrets I have moving abroad. One of the fastest ways that I feel like you can actually like get to network with people is to join groups, join a lot of activities. This really, really help. And I wish I did that very early. But I mean, I think the third year, that was when I started like joining activities. And to be honest, I don't have any regrets, any much regrets, but I still have a little regret that I just wish that I actually started networking so fast and I started networking on time. The fourth regret I have is not managing my finance better. Trust me, moving abroad is very, very expensive. And then when I came, because I'm like, oh, I have funding, I had scholarship. I mean, I was getting scholarship from China, I was getting scholarship from Nigeria. So remember, I was just like, everything is all good. I have so much regret. I wish that I managed my finance better. I wish that I budgeted everything that I was doing, because another thing was that I was living in an expensive city. So it was very, very difficult to save because everything was just so expensive. And then when now I moved into a new city, I realized, oh my God, so many things were actually so expensive in Beijing, that when I moved to this city, I'm like, why was this so expensive though? And I spent so much money that right now, when I think about it, I could just I could just cringe. I wish that I managed my finance better. I have so much regrets when it comes to managing my money. I mean, I started saving last minute. And imagine that I have been saving my money from the beginning. It's very, very important for you to track your spending. Sometimes, like when you are living abroad, there's so much to do, so many places to go to. You want to travel, you want to have this experience that probably you've never had in your own country. But all these things are very, very expensive. Most of these countries, they actually build all these experiences in their country because they want international to come to their country. And then when you come into the country, you are traveling to all these places, doing all these vlogs. This is money. I wish I was like literally like budgeting. I mean, I was always posting on Instagram and I was always buying clothes. Like every week, I will buy like 3 new clothes that I had to wear for that week. And now I think about it, like, oh my God, why was I trying so hard to impress people? Why? Like, I was just doing too much that right now I feel like I wish that I managed my finance properly. I wish that I was not here trying to please anyone. I wish I was not here trying to do too much to show myself. Like I mean, I was trying to please people that probably don't even care about me or don't even think about me online. I mean, just because I moved to this new country, that right now I'm just like, there's so many things I've cut down shopping. Yes, I don't buy clothes anymore. This was a very difficult thing for me to stop buying clothes, but I needed to put myself in a position where I had to be disciplined. I reduced so many things that I was always spending money on. Now I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I got a new camera. I got lighting, I got phones, I got digital stuff that I'm just like, what? I did a lot of businesses that I didn't even know about that did not work. I wish that I was more focused on the things I already know. I spent a lot of money on a lot of things that I'm just looking at. I spent money on hairs, wigs, on making my hair. Guys, making your hair abroad is very, very expensive. That when you come abroad, you have to learn how to do a lot of things yourself. You have to learn how to make your hair yourself. You have to learn how to do so many things yourself that I wish that I taught myself before I came in here. I wish I taught myself so many things before I came in here so that when I come here, I'm not going to be spending money on some things that are not even needed, right? So I feel like this is a huge regret for me. I did not manage my finance, and I'm telling you guys, try to manage your finance if you are planning to move abroad. Spend wisely. Try to spend wisely. Do not try to please nobody and do not care what anybody's saying when they're inviting you for activities and you tell them no. Let them say whatever they want to say. It's your money. I think the final regret I have is overlooking the cultural adjustment. I mean, a lot of people talk about, oh, the cultural shock, but nobody really talk about the culture of shock, because I mean, I didn't know it was something that I'll get to me when I moved abroad. I wish I did a lot of research, even how the transportation works. I didn't do nothing. Like, there are a lot of cultural shock you experience in China that even up to today I still experience more of them. I'm like, wow. Take time to learn the culture. Be patient with yourself, because so many times I was so frustrated because I just felt like I couldn't fit in. I couldn't understand some things. I couldn't understand the culture. I just feel like I wish I was more patient. I was more understanding, and I just embraced the culture as it was. Every time you see yourself trying to compare with your own country, this is not your country. So just know that the way they do things is not the way you do your things in your own country. Don't be scared to ask questions, especially from your Chinese teachers, okay? So you can ask them questions. Thank God for my Chinese teachers, because there are a lot of things that they actually taught us that I feel like really, really helped me. So I think you can also do this. You can actually ask questions from your Chinese teachers. They will really, really help. So guys, these are the 5 things I really regret coming abroad. I feel like, if you're planning to move abroad, learn from my experience, try as much as possible to understand everything that I just talked about, because these are important stuff, okay? These are things that I wish that, I did a lot of research done, and I wish I worked on myself on before I came here. You need to be patient with yourself, and you need to understand everything. Trust me, this is very, very important. So if there are other regrets that you probably have, please leave it in the comment section below. I would love to know. And also, if you want us to help you apply for your CSE scholarship, please check down description below for details on how we help students to apply for scholarship in China. Also, I have a free guide for online content creators. So if you want to know how to create content on social media, then this free guide will help you, guide you on what you need to know. You can actually check down below to download this book for free. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, because I did. If you like the video, please give the video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.